Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Coast Professional from their credit report, and actually in many cases without paying their debt at all. So if that's you or someone that you know, then please continue watching this video because I know that you're going to walk away knowing what the next best step is to take. But before we get into that, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. You know, for example, if you know or you believe that Coast Professional or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or, have the wrong balance after you've already paid or, any major issues that are really affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or, if no issues like that exist and you just simply want the account removed from your credit report, we could certainly help with that too. Give us a call today and, we can help you out. You can find our number in the description below. But what I want to do in this video is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one that I put here is really important. And that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Coast Professional? I put this one at the top of the list because, we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense because, few of us were taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know. I didn't learn the answer to this question until I got into this business. Fortunately, the answer is this. Unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about it. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So let that set your mind at ease. So now, who is Coast Professional and why are they on your credit report? So they are what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? So as an example, let's say that you have a unpaid card with Capital One and it's $1,000. Coast Professional could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just, let's say $100. But now they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect that full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So, these companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. But again, what a lot of people don't know is that even if you pay that debt on your credit report, that does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So, a lot of time paying isn't in your best interest and it could just be a waste of money. Now, in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score. But in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters to your house, call a lot, even calling family members and colleagues, But if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with Coast Professional? Settling your debt with Coast Professional, I think, depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option, And that's because, like I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years. damaging your score that whole time. So it's not going to be good for your credit score. Instead, I always recommend working with an expert like us that can review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts can be removed. This is a win-win. You won't waste money paying a debt that won't ultimately help your credit score. And the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. Which goes into the next question here. How do you remove Coast Professional from your credit report? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Now, I will say that the knowledge required to do this is a bit more involved than it might seem. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared. You may spend weeks, maybe months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it for you and ensure it's done properly the first time, then and save that extra time, we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with Coast Professional accounts many times, and they regularly have issues, and we've helped numerous clients deal with them. So we'd be happy to take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get Coast Professional to stop calling you? Yeah, as I mentioned, Coast Professional calling is inevitable. If they haven't started already, they will be, because it's their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, right? Which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them. Or the better option, you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Coast Professional try suing or garnishing my wages? Well, Coast Professional suing is unlikely. It can and does happen from time to time, but in our experience, it's rare. But the reason is there's a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win. It's a long process. However, why risk it? If we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Coast Professional? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Coast Professional has purchased. Coast Professional is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA. These acts can seem very complicated, but they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem at all. Give us a call today, and we're happy to help. We can discuss your options and talk you through it. Now, again, you'll find our number in the description below. And with that, thanks so much for watching.